Hello, and welcome to the sixth episode of the Q Line podcast. Today I've got something different again, not really a discussion or another yay or nay type video. I'm on a little, almost game you could call it, of, I'm sure you saw by the title and thumbnail, drafting the Magic Kingdom, or making a draft out of it. I'm not sure the right wording of it, but I thought of this idea while at work today, and I thought I could sit down. I'll explain the rules in a second, rules for, whatever. And I'm sure this has been done before, but I haven't seen anything on it. I just thought it'd be fun to sit down and make my own little, not ideal, but my own little top picks, I guess, from the Magic Kingdom. Um, so yeah, I don't really have much more to get out. So I'll just jump into the rules. Just real quick, if you've already made it this far, liking and subscribe would mean the world to me. Anything to get this little ball rolling. And yeah, we'll just jump right into it. Okay, so I was thinking about this for a minute and what all to include for my top picks. And at first I thought I would do a ride, a land, a restaurant, a food, a drink, and like a store. And I know it's a little conflicting to have a land and a ride, but I thought that'd be the fun of it, is I could, pick a land, but still just keep the one ride there. But I thought it was just so limited for how much goes on there. So I thought better would be to just pick a land and you keep all the rides in there. And not everything. So you don't keep all the land, or you don't keep all the stores. Um, and I don't know what else, bathrooms. You don't get all that, but I'm picking a land just in terms of like theming and the rides within it. So one land, and then I am gonna kind of go the other way. Then I'm gonna pick a restaurant, but then not the whole menu in there, just kind of the aesthetic of it, and then one food item, one drink, um, one bathroom for fun, and then I guess one store, and that'll be my little. I don't want to call it my Magic Kingdom because obviously in an ideal world there's more, not less. But if I had to pick the top contenders from every category, this will go on to be that. And then I'll probably do a honorable mention after for each category. So yeah, I don't really have that much else. I guess we'll just start off. Maybe we'll start smaller. We'll start off with restaurant and food and drink and whatnot. All right, now call me basic, because I haven't fine dined in the Magic Kingdom. I've just had quick service shit. Um, but there's a world where aesthetically and for funsies, I would go Gaston's just because it's like, I don't know, you're just happy there. It's a fun little place to be. But for also sake of efficiency and not the worst theming, I think I'm going to take Cosmic Rays just because um, the amount of just seating in there. And I don't know, it's not a bad spot in the park. I feel like it's my only real point here, I guess, is seating, which shouldn't be a contender, or that shouldn't be like a qualification. But I'm just thinking for efficiency's sake, stuff moves fast in there. Gaston's is like, I don't think of it as a restaurant, as more of just a little sit down for a minute. But I mean, y'all can flame me for that. I understand. But I think, yeah, it's crazy. If you look up the most like busiest restaurants in the world, not even just theme park, I think Cosmic Rays comes up. But I don't know. I was enjoying my time there, and I feel like Gaston's is a cool as I'm walking by. Maybe I'll grab a cinnamon roll, or maybe I'll just sit down in there. But when I actually am wanting to eat, I normally end up at Cosmic Rays, which I know is controversial because some people hate it. But I'm like, it's quick enough, it's easy enough. If I just want to get some food in my system, I'll end up at Cosmic Rays. That being said, for the food item, I'm gonna pick to stay there. It's it's kind of a random, but it just popped up in my head, and I think it is right in the middle of like actually, I mean, I wouldn't call it like good, but it's in the middle of like actual enjoyable food and just theme park nonsense. And that's um I don't know if it's the Pinocchio house or it's like called Colombian something by the Haunted Mansion. It's like just in the middle of these two stuff. It's like a Colombian little like pilgrim type themed. I don't know. I sound crazy, but you know the ride if you or ride. You know the restaurant if you know the restaurant. And I think they have a plate of just fried fish. I think it's just cod and then like fries. Um, and I don't know. I've only had it like twice, but it's right in the middle of like theme park slop of like quick service, but also like kind of enjoyable food. And so this is this is not the cleanest part coming together here. Fried fish at Cosmic Rays, but I don't know. I'm just thinking all things considered, like price too. Obviously, it, my peak Magic Kingdom would be like, okay, you dine in the, I don't even know what it's called, the Be Our Guest, like the fancy schmancy. Like, I guess that would be the actual top contender. But all things considered, for I guess efficiency's sake, um, yeah, this is kind of funky. I sound a little funky saying this, but I'm thinking fried fish. All right, now I think I said store earlier, just for merch, spend money, fuel the flame. But I know it's probably the most basic answer, but I'm gonna take right as you walk in, the huge one on the left. That's like three different buildings. I think it's just called Emporium, right? It's just they make it look like different buildings on the outside, but it's like one big ass store. Um, and I don't know, it's the same kind of thing, like efficiency. It's like if you need, they don't have the best stuff, but if you're looking to spend a little bit and your wallet's talking to you, you're probably gonna end up at either the Tomorrowland traders or whatever, like Space Traders, I think, or this one in the front, because it's the first thing and the last thing you see, merch wise. Like you walk in and everything's in there, and on your way out, everything's in there. And if you were really balling out, I think that's also right in the middle. They have all that jewelry and stuff, right? Or that might be a separate store. I know there's one in Adventureland, but not that. It's like when they were doing the Disney 100 stuff, at least there were some really weirdly expensive, gray, purple Disney 100 stuff. But that's what I'm taking as my store. Is I think it's called Emporium. Just because I don't know, that just feels like the greatest, the biggest. That I feel that's the only correct answer. Now, disclaimer real quick, we're keeping the castle, right? This is obviously a stupid hypothetical, but we're keeping the castle in the middle. I'm not taking like the middle part as a land just to keep the castle. That stays. That's just I can't get rid of that. But I think obviously the most important part here is the land and or rides, but I'm including them in the same one. Whatever rides are in the land I pick are the ones that stay. And that being said, I think there's I think the best pick is Tomorrowland, because you could argue with me like Adventureland, I guess, for pirates. But Tomorrowland is like, I don't want to keep saying theming or aesthetically, but it's just a really nice looking place, first off. And you got Space Mountain, you got Astro Orbiter, you got the People Mover, you got Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor. Look, I enjoy myself there. And obviously there's other stuff in the park, but I feel like a lot of my time is spent in Tomorrowland, whether it be at Cosmic Rays or those rides. So I'm just trying to think real quick. Fantasyland would probably be the next runner up, because you have all those. Ooh, yeah, because you have all those dark rides. I don't know. I think I'm still taking Tomorrowland, and then that would be a close runner up for second. But I think I'm taking Tomorrowland, all things considered. If I had to just pick one to keep, so it'd be Tomorrowland, including Cosmic Rays. I guess that evens out. Um, with some fried fish. Oh, and I guess a drink. I said I would pick a drink, which, uh, you know, in theory should just be water for the sake of health. But I'm taking Diet Coke because there's nothing better than chowing down on a plate of some fried something in a Diet Coke at Disney World. So in this draft, we're taking. You walk in, there's the Emporium gift shop, and then you have Tomorrowland, where you can eat at Cosmic Rays and get your fried fish and Diet Coke, and ride Space Mountain, Astro Orbiters, yada yada. Now, just because that was really quick, and I don't really have much to say, uh, if I were to take one ride in the whole park, that might be a little bit of a different story, because it's not just what's the best ride of the park. I mean, it kind of is, but it's the same thing as like restaurants. It's not just the best. You have to think like efficiency's sake. But that being said, I still might just take Space Mountain, because Big Thunder's fun, but yeah, I wouldn't say I get sick of it, but I think I definitely enjoy Space Mountain more. Seven Dwarfs is not all that. Sorry again. I love it. Well, love's a strong word. I like it. I don't not like it. It's just I don't understand like this 70-minute wait. I'm trying to think of what else there is. Oh, also Buzz Lightyear. I forgot to mention in Tomorrowland you get Buzz. Yeah, so I'm definitely taking Tomorrowland. But also, if I had to pick one ride, probably still just Space Mountain. Honestly. All right, now again, just again for sake of how short this is, I didn't realize. I'll do some nominees, some honorable mentions. Um, Starting back with the what did I start with? Restaurant. For the restaurant would be Gaston's. That would be my close second. Just because, like I said, it's enjoyable, but I know I wasn't going by the menu, but I guess just subconsciously then I never see myself eating there. Like I've had the big ass cinnamon roll, but I don't see it as my top because I never see myself enjoying um, a full experience there. However, that'd be a good pick. Gaston's is definitely my number two. Um, and then shop, probably that Tomorrowland one I mentioned. I don't know what it's called. Oh, any of the Tomorrowland Speedway with the cars. I'm forgetting so much in this. It's been too long. But merch wise, yeah, I forgot what it's called. It's like Tomorrowland Traders or like Space Traders or Cosmic. It's something to do with orbital exchange of goods. But that's my runner up for merch. That place is great because it's the same kind of thing where you have a little mix of everything. It's like Tomorrowland. Excuse me. They have Tomorrowland shit, and then also just like normal Disney hats and fucking t-shirts on the wall. So it's a good little mix of everything. That'd be my number two. Um, just for food itself, what would my runner up be? Oh, I know this is all basic as fuck because I'm not fine dining, but I think it's the Pinocchio house. They have like flatbreads, which we're at a theme park. Like it's burgers, chicken tenders, pizza, fuck, fried fish. So none of these answers are exquisite, but sure, some flatbread pizza. Just because I don't want to go with the answer of chicken tenders, because literally anywhere in the world you can get chicken tenders. So it's kind of just lame to say that. Um, but I guess flatbread at Pinocchio's. Now, land, I think I was talking about Adventureland earlier, which is Pirates and Jungle Cruise. But I think on second thought, my runner up, my number two, my nominee, whatever, would probably be Frontierland. Because then you get Tiana's and Big Thunder, right? And obviously other little stuff that I'm not thinking about, like Country Bear Jamboree. Um, but I don't hate either of those. Like I said, I like both of them. I mean, they're not like, S tier, top of the top, but those are both enjoyable rides. If we were going by the logic of, you pick the lane, you get the rides, um, it'd be that. So my runner up, my like, yeah, my runner up like roster would be Frontierland with Gaston's, with flatbread pizza, and you get to ride Tiana's and Big Thunder, and you have that little Tomorrowland gift shop. Okay, so I don't really know what else to say. I guess I'm wrapping it up here. Uh, this ended up being a lot shorter than I thought it would be. So if I run it back, maybe I'll do the whole resort, like a whole Disney resort or a Universal resort, and have more rules to it. Because when it's just me here talking, it's pretty easy to get through it all. Um, but that being said, I will wrap it up. So if you've made it thus far, I really appreciate it. I appreciate you letting me take up the past 13, 14, 15 minutes of your day. Um, in all honesty, I don't know how this will do. This sounded a lot cooler in my head. And like I said, maybe I just have to do more parks, like a whole resort draft. Um, but that being said, if you are here and you did have any take on it, let me know in the comments. Um, any sort of engagement is appreciated here. But yeah, I'll just wrap it up there. Um, I should be doing a couple more episodes coming out, not just video. I don't know if you call them video essays, but I have more written down in terms of podcast and other videos, so there should be actual more heightened content coming out. But now I'm just repeating myself. So yeah, if you've watched all this, I appreciate it so much, and I hope the rest of your day is your number one pick. I don't know. I try and relate it to the video. I see ya.